Hey, I'm Rob.
And I'm Guy.
Hang out with us as we grapple with Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
How to help your kid learn Jiu Jitsu. Position number 1, mount. Most dominant position, seen as the most dominant position in Jiu Jitsu. So how can we help our kids be able to hold that position longer so that they can do the techniques that we teach them?
Yeah, the mount is a very common position. If you watch kids, wrestle or play around or even get in a fight on the playground, the number one position a kid or an adult is going to find themselves in is the mount position.
And when we teach our bully defense type techniques, one of the first things we teach kids is how to take the bully down, get on top, aka the mount, and how to negotiate and be able to talk the bully down. So we're going to have Rob on the bottom on the mount position. So we'll come this way, all right? And one of the most common ways that, let's get back just a little bit. One of the most common things that the person on the bottom does that doesn't understand jiu-jitsu is to try to push their way out. The two most common ways of that is straight up and side to side. So if I'm mounted on my partner and my hands are on the mat, which we suggest for base purposes, and we can get into that in a later video, but when both hands are on the mat and he pushes me straight up, I want to swim my arms through so that I get my hands back to the floor. He pushes me up again. The longer I stay up here, the more likely I'm going to get pushed off. So the goal is to get both hands back to the floor. Notice I do a swimming motion. I don't try to push, or rather swim, both arms through at the same time so you can get stuck. The second common way that a person on bottom tries to push is side to side. So when I'm here and he pushes me, instead of straight up, he pushes me to the side, I'm going to base my hand out, hug the back of the neck. If he tries to push me the other way because that way's not working, I switch. I go other hand to the mat, hook the back of the neck. The most common mistakes that we see for both, again on the first one, is trying to swim both arms through at the same time. Or if they try to push side, is to not base out far enough with this hand. It's too short. And so essentially the base isn't good enough. And making sure that we hug the back of the neck in combination with basing the hand out. So you can make a drill with your child on doing both of these. So on the bottom, you'll push up some, and he'll push side to side some, and you can switch back and forth. So if I'm here, and Rob pushes me up, I swim. I just wait to see what he does. If he pushes me to the side, I hook, and I base, and I come back to the center. The goal is always to come back to the center, never be off to one side or the other when you're mounted on top of your partner. I guess.
I got a couple things.
Yep.
So a couple of tips. We teach a lot of kids at our academy, and a few things that I'll recommend is some kids will, as soon as you touch their chest, they're already trying to swim. A child should not, or someone on the top mount position should not swim until their hands start to come off the mat. So we don't want anyone on the top position to kind of get in that sort of reflexive habit of, as soon as someone touches your chest, I need to swim. No, you don't need to swim until you start to elevate off the mat. Does that make sense? And then also, basically, when you guys are swimming, when we're going side to side, the deeper that arm can go under the head, the better. If at the last minute, I need to cup the head, that's okay. So just a couple of tips, just, when you're working with them at home. Also, make it playful. Don't let them mount you and just throw them over to the side. Right. You know what I mean? Keep it playful.
The goal is to build up the confidence. So start off nice and easy.
Yeah, start at like a level.
Fun.
Start at level 1. Make
right.
it playful. Oh, and then if you do happen to throw them off because their confidence is getting better, make it playful in what you're saying. You can't stay on top of me. Right. That kind of thing. So just start easy, work your way up as they get better.
Should be like all the games that we're showing here, guys. Should be playful. Should be like a game,
right.
So that the kid, you're secretly teaching them jiu-jitsu, cool. Right? Holding a position. So, if you got any questions, just leave us a comment, and hope you enjoy.